This morning we are hiking in Bryce Canyon National Park. We're starting with a sunrise hike of one of the most popular and probably the best hike in Bryce Canyon if you only are here for one day.
It's the Navajo and Queens Garden Trail. It's 3 miles and about 600 feet of elevation gain. You go down first because it's a canyon and then back up.
Like I mentioned, we are starting pretty early. We're starting just after sunrise. You got here a little bit before sunrise to see sunrise over the canyon first. Help avoid the crowds and the heat. So up on the rim you start on a paved trail, but it quickly turns into some switchbacks that turn into dirt that go down into the canyon. So these switchbacks that we're currently going down is probably the most recognizable or famous part of the trail. I definitely recommend going counterclockwise around the loop so that you kind of go down these into the canyon and you get like a really stunning view versus climbing up them. The thing that's so interesting to me is these like pine trees. These might not actually be pine trees, but pine tree looking trees that are just like in the depths of a canyon. It's just like such a pretty contrast with this green. Just took a quick pit stop to delayer all of our layers from this morning.
It is quickly heating up out here.
Yeah, we also had to deal with a little blowout situation for little man, which was our first blowout on the trail. If you're looking for a trail with a little bit of shorter mileage but similar views, you can just do the Navajo loop.
I think it's like 1.3 miles.
Yeah, it's a little bit shorter. I think you see the hoodoos, however you say it. But we decided to go left to Queen's Garden instead of going right to do the Navajo loop.
The thing that's interesting about canyon hikes is that everything is reversed. So you hike down first and then up, which you have to be aware of when you're thinking about your energy conservation. And then also from the views, you get the best views on the way down because you're kind of looking down into the canyon, which is why you're at the canyon, is for the canyon. And on the way back up, you're basically staring at the side of the canyon wall, which can be pretty, but usually not as pretty as looking down into the canyon.
Yeah, sometimes the best views are up at the top. But these are definitely cool. A cool little trail down here in the canyon. I definitely think it's worth hiking into for sure. We're not experts with hiking with a baby, but this is definitely not our first hike with him. So if you're looking for any tips for hiking with a baby, I'm going to link some of our favorite things to know below in the description. started to ascend back out of the canyon and the views have opened back up again. Oh my gosh, there's the sun. It is so beautiful.
What do you think of the views?
So beautiful. When you're hiking back up, it's always good to take a little break and look out, catch your breath. Almost back to the top, and then we just hike the rim back over to where we parked.
If you're new here, hi, we're Sydney, Caleb, and Banks, an adventure travel family who helps others live out a wildly adventurous life by sharing ours. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and hit that subscribe button below to stay up to date on all the latest adventures.